Okay, here's another League of Legends game coming your way, this time in the form of a post-game commentary. This time as Kindred Jungle, and I'm trying out a different build on her than normal. Overall, I can't really say I'm too much of a fan of this, but I understand the whole logic behind it. I'll explain as things go, but you can see the various matchups. We have Garen, they have Kennen, I'm Kindred, they have Diana, we have Lissandra, they have Zed, and then we have Lulu against Kalista Shen. So Shen support, not really the greatest, even worse when he's running teleport, but I digress. So let's get rid of that timeline so you don't get spoilers. And we'll jump to the star of the show, which is me, Kindred. So I start out with the machete here because I figure I'm going to get the blue buff and I'm probably going to end up having to fight Diana in the river. So first things first, I'm marking her. So if you look, mark the Kindred. Now your W gives you this Hunter's Vigor thing, so I'll mouse over it. You get a heal as you build up the stacks like you used to. It's no longer an attack speed slow. And if you're wondering what the exact trade-off is, I was wondering if she warded that, or someone did, because she turned around at the precise time. Anyway, so for the W. So you no longer clear as efficiently, but you duel much better, so that's the trade-off. The attack speed slow was pretty strong and a little OP when it came to clearing the jungle and made Kindred a pretty nasty farmer. Now, she's not as good at farming, she can still do it and everything, it's just more of her power has been put into dueling. As for the build here, I'm running Press the Attack, Triumph, Alacrity, Coup de Grace, and then Sun Impact and Ravenous Hunter, the ability healing one. So right here, Ez is making fun of Diana because he only got 10 gold from that, he didn't get any items. If you didn't notice, he's running Klepto. So anyway, here's the W. And I'm not running around here because I'm a little distracted at the moment, but I'll be doing that more later. So overall, I did take a nice chunk of damage here, but due to the whole W situation, it's going to heal up. So anyway, now I have Q that's going to give me attack speed, plus the little bit of extra damage that Brand of Arrows, or Dance of Arrows does. It's not really significant. If you use this, especially as the game progresses, you're using this for the attack speed steroid rather than just the damage. And I guess the flip to a certain degree, because that can help you close the distance. So Diana's going to come around this way, I knew it. I wanted to ward that and then push this way. She's waiting for me to come back around, or the crab to turn around and just smite steal it. Thing is, I know that trick, so just ping out that she's there and take off. She was probably expecting me to turn around. Had she gotten the jump on me, she might have been able to win. It's hard to say. I have the range. She doesn't have a gap closer this early. In case you're wondering, she should have Q and W. See? Now, the reason why things would be kind of in her favor is, first and foremost, she's running Electrocute, and she also has Red Buff. Those complicate things. So, sadly, I didn't find about this ward until it pops. And I don't have a ward to drop in the bush down here. So I'm hoping that I can try to corral this in a way to keep it from her. So I'm going to make sure I auto and smite that at the exact right time. And right there I get my first stack. Diana takes a little bit of harass, nothing major. And I have double her CS. So in terms of gold, I'm up a full 100 on her. So right here I was wondering, was she going to be aggressive enough to come into the jungle after me, because I don't have smite. It's very likely, well, it's a very easy steal for her if she wanted to go get that. Now the good news is, since I'm in such good health after getting both crabs and everything, I can go ahead and take this, which isn't as easy to take. Sadly, since I'm going to be going Bloodrazor this game, it's never going to get easy. And the reason why I'm going Bloodrazor is because I'm running Press the Attack. If I ran Warrior, I'd be running Dark Harvest. And it's hard to say, like, even in retrospect, what I would have been better off doing, just because of the way this plays out. So anyway, that was Lulu and Kalista who went down. Or no, it was Ez and Lulu, and then Kalista. So they come out to an early lead, I grab a pair of daggers. The important thing to note here is I do not have mana regen, so I have to be very careful with managing my mana. I'm also looking for easy marks still because I only have 2. Or no, I only have 1 at the moment. So next topic before I go into more detail about this game, you may see it right here. As of the hotfix, if you want to call it that, that thing that Riot did saying, hey, this is going to boost everyone's frame rate. Ha ha ha, I'm sitting at 20 frame rates when I try to play. Seriously, 20 FPS. So, you're kind of seeing it here. I was kind of hoping the whole replay thing wouldn't be as bad, but this is what it looks like when I play live. All I can say is there's just so little reason to play the game these days. There's the whole balance issue and stuff on Riot's side, but the whole thing's just a technical mess too these days. I don't know. So anyway, right here I'm going to kill time waiting in the river for the Scuttle Crab to come up. I wanted to get this just to keep my gold lead over Diana. If you look, actually we're even right now. She didn't go back. She's farming the golems. Thing is, when she does go back, I will take the lead. Oh, this is a beauty. Watch this one. So we're going to break off me for a moment. We need to see that. And look! My mark is on the crab. How lucky. And then for some reason she jumps in the pit. So right there I aggro the dragon to knock her back. As jumps in, he takes a lot of dragon punishment here. And that's basically 2 stacks for me. So right here I was thinking, hey, we can get the dragon, but then I look, no, Kalista's back already. She rushed tier 2 boots, and I don't know what all she's running, but she flew back to lane. So anyway, we sent Diana back in a wooden box. I have my stacks. I'm going to recall and spend the gold I just picked up. So Ez went into debt. And as soon as he steps off the platform, he takes an extra 50. But anyway, right there I grabbed the talisman. I have boots now. So I'm sitting on a full inventory, and it's all going to come together to make the Bloodrazor. And once I have the Bloodrazor, that's when I'm going to start looking into just seizing bot lane with an iron fist. If you're wondering, the whole advantage of the Bloodrazor, it's just so I shoot faster. It's going to help with Shen because he's going to be kind of tanky. It would be pretty helpful if people are running the 1 Resolve Mastery, some sort of armor, stone plate armor, I forgot what it's called, but that one. Basically what will happen is you just shoot real fast and you'll just peel through the armor like it's not even there. In case you're wondering, no, I do not share blue buff with the Sun in this game, even though she is the person I honored at the end. So right here we're going to clear out the wards. Sad part is I couldn't see that because of the pink ward. I did not know that was going to happen. That was awesome, man. Poor Shen. So right here I'm staying on line of sight, and I'm going to pick this off. So I saw Zed duck over here, I saw the ward over the wall. I figure, yeah, I don't want a piece of this. I'm just going to walk away, get level 6. And once I hit level 6, the advantage swings back in my favor because then I can deny Zed's ult, and he doesn't have his burst anymore. Basically the way the Kindred ult works is it nullifies burst and it tries to skew things in favor of consistent damage. Zed is burst. Kindred, on the other hand, is consistent damage, hence why it kind of works for her. So anyway, no red buff because I didn't take it until much later since I took both crabs first. If you notice, the Gromp has been marked. Thing is, I know I'm not getting that. We don't really have a good control on top lane just yet because Garen has a pretty significant, I'll put it that way, disadvantage when it comes into Kennen. And it's going to take a little while before we can get that straightened out. So right here we're going to get this, and then I'm going to be looking towards top. Now what's important is we're going to jump down here. So right here I see her. So if you're wondering what's so significant about that, Diana's bot, which means everything up here is for grabs. Sad part is there's nothing at the moment, but her blue buff is coming up, and blue buff on Diana, it can be pretty important. So the reason for that being is, for one, she doesn't have the runic echoes at the moment. Two, she doesn't, she's still in a bit of a bad spot since the attack speed on the jungle item was taken out. That's going to limit how much mana regen she gets, just from using her passive. And right here, Shen doesn't know I'm here, I don't know where he is, and I guess it was just good luck he turned around. So sadly, Garen went down. And I figure, yep, I can't do anything. That's the rune I was talking about. Stone plate or something like that? It's been so long since I took that, I really do not remember what it's called. So Garen pinged out he has teleport. As a result, I'm just going to try to last hit the stuff here out and actually want to push this out. I'm actually trying to keep this frozen on Garen's side. Thing is, there's only so much I can do. Right here, this is frozen in the ideal spot for him, and by teleporting to this, that's actually going to cause his stuff to take more damage. Overall, he would have been in a very good freeze position if he did not walk in and push E. Anyway, now have the Bloodrazor. Diana, I warded this, so I pinged... I think that was me who pinged that out. Can't really see because of the way the chat window is set. So I tried to mark out that, yeah, Diana's top. That means I can go to get my 4th mark in the river. And she's hurting a little bit because she only has the mana regen on the jungle item, which is a lot better than it used to be, but it's still not the greatest. So now if the two of us get into a fight, the advantage I have is the completed jungle item versus just the... well, I should say the enchanted item. She has the completed item. That's probably the best way to refer to it. Well, it doesn't matter. I'm not playing the game much longer anyway, so... right there, the bot lane goes down, and there's nothing for me to do. I marked Kalista, in case you're wondering. She's the one that I'm trying to get. If you are wondering, you can see the portrait by my health bar. It's blue on a blue background at the moment, so it's kind of hard to see, but yeah. So anyway, my team is picking that. There's a pink ward in the pit. I genuinely don't care. If Diana jumps in, I'm killing her, and I'm taking the dragon anyway. I have 2 levels over her. She's level 6, right? Or is that... let's see. No, she's actually same, okay. I thought I had the level advantage over her, so I'd have the stronger smite. Oh well. So right here, she's gained some lane CS to remain relevant. I'm still 500 gold up over her. So part of that is the assist I got, but that's not everything. I don't know if Garen just tower dove or what exactly. Unstoppable. But back to me. So on the topic of not playing much longer, I have the big stuff unlocked. I did the thing for the emote. I don't know if the emote has been distributed or if it's even in my inventory. It could be there for all I know. Oh. So right here I need to kill Kalista. She's my mark after all. And we just went right through Stand United. So it's going to take me a while before I get Shen, in case you're wondering. I mentioned I'm running Ravenous Hunter. He is going to be my last stack. Currently I only have 2, which is Diana and Kalista. I still have to get Zed, Kennen, and Shen at the moment. And I was looking for a pink ward here. There isn't one to be found, but hey, I can ward this and grab the next mark. So I'm sitting at 5, this is going to put me at 7. And you watch this. So she failed to burst me. So she didn't get the camp and she wasted time trying to get me. I get to heal and just walk on out. And let's see, the W scales off level, I know. So I get 64 health back, maximum. Not exactly the greatest, but hey, it's stuff. So in terms of gold, I am 750 above her, approximately. So right there I grab my Zerker Greaves, I grab another dagger, which is going to become a Phantom Dancer. In case you're wondering why Phantom Dancer, that's going to give me a little bit of protection against the Zed and Diana burst, and then I can turn around and kill them. I also planned on going for Death's Dance, but the game's going to end before I reach that point. So I'm going for a very heavy anti-burst build, in case you're wondering. And for this build, it genuinely doesn't matter if you go Warrior or Bloodrazor. It took me a moment to remember the other ones, since I don't really build it these days. And on the topic of Bloodrazor, they being Riot are trying to make Nocturne into a Bloodrazor jungler, which he's not. With the nerf to his... oh, watch this. This is when I get the Zed stack. Sadly, he wasn't marked. I had Kennen instead. So I was wondering if this was warded because he went in at a really awkward spot. So right there, hit with my E to slow him. And down he goes, giving me my next stack as well as my mark. So that's number 7. That gives me plus 100 range from what I start out at. You get 75 for the first 4, and then 25 for every 3 after that. I also get some attack speed on Dance of Arrows. I don't know if they actually give you the numbers here. No. Okay, you can see I get 60% bonus attack speed at the moment, so I'm saying at 1.9 attack speed. Now some other stuff changes. Wolf does 8.5% of current target health. That's one of the reasons why I don't really like to go Bloodrazor on her, just because I can try to poke them down, have Wolf, or I can execute them as Wolf kills them. Well, bites them, I should say. As for your E, so this is an execute. Scales off of your stuff there. Okay, that's Sandra flashed. I was hoping to get a Z stack here, but not quite. So in case you're wondering, the next video will probably be the finale. Yep, I got kills out here, 1 second. So Shen is porting in. I do not know why he didn't cancel this. Now the bad part is, he's actually tanky enough to where I can't kill him. So right there I made sure not to get hit by his blade. And overall, I genuinely don't care if he kills these, because that's not going to Zed or Kalista. But anyways, I was trying to say. So, this is the second to last, most likely. Next game will be the finale of the event where I do the final unboxing. Then I'm going to be playing bot games, and maybe Season 9 will be better. We'll see, but I'm hanging it up for Season 8. Game is just a freaking mess in so many regards these days. So I'm up 1,500 over Diana. Part of that is the 2 kills I got, but I'm also farming the jungle pretty efficiently. She's gained lane CS here and there, so it's keeping her afloat, but that's going to take away from her teammates. So if you look at Kalista, she's level 8. We'll actually jump down to her. She's this one. She's level 8. And keep in mind, she's split pushing here to try to remain relevant. If you look at Ez, he's about to have 2 levels over her. If not for the whole being in a 1-box thing. So anyway, jump to me real quick. So I wore the brush so that she can't run. So it's kind of cool how the two of us can dance around. The thing is, she literally only has a cutlass. I have the Zeal plus the Bloodrazor, so I don't actually hit hard. This is one of the things I always used to make fun of AD carries who would rush attack speed for, but even though that's kind of legit these days, times have changed. So as I was trying to say, I don't deal a lot of damage, but the thing I have going for me is I shoot fast. And the reason why this actually works is because I press the attack, which amplifies the little bit of damage I do to the point where it actually can become significant. And right here I'm pretty much banking on Bloodrazor to take this for me, because my damage is pitiful. I have no AD at the moment. So I think that's them that's pinging that the dragon's alive, and I can solo this really easily with 7 stacks and a Bloodrazor. So we didn't have a lot of vision, which is why I smited that. Usually I don't smite if there's no threat. I didn't want to take any chance, especially with the Earth Dragon. That's going to speed up us taking objectives like the mid towers here. So 2.2 attack speed. I'm shooting twice per second. 1.8 normally. So when I pick off this ward, I'm not running the eyeball collector, unfortunately, so I don't get the AD from that, but even still, it's not like it's a significant amount. It'd be like 0.6, I think. And even though you can't actually pierce the crab's defenses, luckily since I just shoot so fast, it doesn't seem to matter. So the reason why I'm doing this, in case you're wondering, it's not exactly the greatest of times to do it. It's free, yes, due to my team just committing suicide and everything. Someone in chat asked me, hey, can you go grab this real quick? I didn't know how they'd provide the diversion, otherwise I probably would not have, but... So the sad part is we're not going to actually get to use that. Garen's going to DC and I'll be dead when it times out. The team does this really beautiful throw. Have to shoot that. So in terms of gold, I am more than 2,000 over Diana. So right here they want me to take the tower, or defend the tower. So I move out to do so. And I want to go back and spend my gold, because I am sitting on a lot. So 2,600 as of right now. I can go ahead and finish the Phantom Dancer, that's 900, and that leaves me with 1,300 for the BF sword. I'm sitting on 400 still, I believe? 480. Not bad for quick math, right? Anyway, right now I have W max. I'll be moving on to E next. And for 7 stacks, I don't know if I've gotten any... Nope, I still have all the same values here. So I have Zed marked to try to intimidate him, basically make him think twice before he engages on me, because he'll have to ask himself, is she actually out of position or is she baiting me? She being Lamb, since that's the one we control. So right here I want to take this to deny vision. And I really didn't care to fight him. So he actually stuck around there for a little while. I'm way ahead of him though. So in retrospect, my best course of action here would have been to drop the Herald right here and now. It's just, I was thinking, hey, we can do stuff and maybe get more out of it. I changed my mark to Shen, because watch this. So I have to hit him with my E so that he can't get away. He dies to the red smite. Nice job, Kennen. And with those two out of the way, plus Kalista, and see where she died, but she is dead. Free Baron. And look at how little damage I actually do to it. It's seriously the 2.5 attack speed that's keeping me afloat now. Since I got the mark there, as well as just the level ups and the alacrity, I hit the attack speed cap when I use my Q. So right here I am trying to bait Zed in. If he moves in, I just ult and then I kill him. So right there I get the second BF sword because I'm going to be going for Infinity Edge. And real quick, I'm almost 2,500 over Diana. In case you're wondering why I don't really play Diana these days, the attack speed removal on the machete just crippled her. They put attack speed onto her passive to try to make up for it, wink wink. It doesn't even come close. I'm sorry, but it's conditional attack speed versus something that was guaranteed. It's night and day. It doesn't come close to making up for it. If they got rid of the whole stupid thing where she only gets 3 auto attacks or something for each spell, or there was... If they did something to her passive, maybe it would be better, but in its current form, no, it's not. So anyway, Garen has returned. And right here is going to be my only death in this game. So I probably could have queued and flashed to get to safety, it's just I genuinely didn't care. Anyway, that's it for the Herald. We're out of time. Meantime, we will jump over here where my team's going to commit suicide, if I remember correctly. So far, so good, right? Nice Zonias by Lissandra. You know, we'll jump over to her. Hey, there's Kennen. But then Kalista shows up. And as soon as she can auto-attack, that's pretty much it. Slows mean nothing to her. Anyway, back to me. So I don't have enough for the Infinity Edge, I need 1,000 for the recipe cost. As a result, I'm just going to go clear a couple of camps and call it a day. Staying on 9 marks, if I can get one more, which I have currently set to Kalista, then I get an additional 25 attack range. That puts me at 650, which... 650 is Caitlyn's range. Took me a moment to remember. Currently I'm at Varus' range. I passed Ashe. Or no, it's the other way around. I passed Varus, I'm at Ashe's attack range currently. And look, my 10th mark is the Infernal Dragon, which just so happened to spawn when Garen was in the area, and they weren't. So poor Zed. He pinged out that we were going to do it, and he was right. So if you look, Diana has pretty much bridged the gold difference between us. It's down to 400. She has a death cap but no Zonias. The Zonias is kind of what she needs to actually turn things around on me. That way she can go into stasis while she waits for her next rotation of spells. But yeah, that's kind of it. So we'll jump over to Lulu for the time being. Actually, we can do Garen. I don't care for Garen's new voice. I don't think that's the same voice actor, to be honest. So I did take a javelin, or spear, whatever we're going to call it. The thing is, with all the shields and healing I have, it generally doesn't matter. So right here we're engaging on the enemy. I'm taking Shen out of the fight. He doesn't have Stand Unite, but I'm going to make sure that he's really weak anyway. So right there, Garen goes down. I wanted to try to get Zed, but I realized there's 3 of them here. And I want no part of this. Sad part is Lulu does not get the memo. Like, best case scenario, she didn't see what we saw. But even then, that's still kind of iffy. And I was wondering what Ken was doing because I was actually looking for him here. He actually recalled. That's lame, man. Yeah, there was no way I could have made it in time. So I'm going to clear these out. In the gold numbers, I'm only 200 over Diana at the moment. So I don't think I hit the next breakpoint for my marks. I think the game ends before then. But you can see overall, in terms of just team gold, we're up 8,000. And with Ez beating Zed, that was pretty much all we needed. So yeah, I think this is the end right here. So Diana was on our flank. So here you're going to see the play of the game. So as soon as Kalista was locked down, that was my cue. There goes Shen. We get the healing from my ult. That's number 2 that I've killed. Wait for it. Look, it's a Yordle! And I genuinely don't care to get out of his storm. He does not faze me in the slightest. He does not have Zonias. He's sitting on a Spellbinder, which isn't going to do much for him. And right here I'm going to abuse my attack speed to just take this. So sadly I didn't get to build the Death Stance. I really did need the AD, because if you look, I'm barely hurting these towers. But that's all, folks. That was Kindred for you. It was S rank. I already had her box. She's just under Mastery level 5, so I can't get a token or anything, but there you have it. So I am dancing on their base, so they know who the boss is. You can see the final stats, and there you go. So in the end, I got my 2,000 gold lead back and paid Diana back in spades. Anyway, I'm the Hero of Light. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.